Hey everybody, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whatever time you happen to be tuning in, but thanks for tuning in. If you're a first-time listener, thanks for finding us. And if you're a returning guest, thanks for coming back for more. My name's Michael Beck, your irascible host with Think Tank GTM, and I'm here reporting to you live from the RSPA RetailNOW Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I think most of the attendees have been relabeling this city as not Vegas, but the surface of the sun. It is darn hot. I think when I arrived on Saturday, it was 111.
When we drove up from Phoenix, 113.
Well, you're in Phoenix anyway, like hold my beer. It gets hot there.
We're kind of used to it, but I don't know that you ever get used to it, right?
No, it is hot. And if somebody says, the next person that says, but it's a dry heat, I want you to punch them right in the throat.
Yes. Throat punch. Like that.
At least a good kabak, right? But anyway, so I'm here with Kathy Crumley from Intel. And it's I had the pleasure of interviewing her last year when we were at this event, and I've been learning a lot about what the RSPA is all about. And I want to continue that journey with Kathy today, talking about RSPA, but from the Intel lens, why she's here. And last year you didn't have a booth. This year you have a booth.
That's right.
So Intel's increasing its investment here.
That's right.
All right, so that's going to be our parking lot for what we're going to talk about. But the first thing I want to talk about, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Michael? It's always great. Such a pleasure to see you.
Well, I think we're mutual rays of sunshine that just sparkle. Like, hey, it's another one of us. Let's have a good time.
Right. That's right.
Love it. So Intel, what are you guys doing here?
So Intel, from the perspective of our North Star mission, is to focus on our partner ecosystem. We are the entity that's driving, from a compute perspective, 85 to 90% of all the demos that are actually happening on the trade show floor. So any booth that you were to visit,
right,
Intel and our chipset, our compute is going to be driving those demos, which is a really fascinating, and we're so grateful and thankful that the demand for our chipset is in place like it is.
So, and so Intel is interesting because you operate not only in Windows, which the myth is it's a Windows chip. No, it's not.
That's right.
It lives in multiple devices.
Yep. Focus, of course, is Windows.
Yes.
But a lot of the fundamental delivery within our partner community and our partner channel, it will be OS agnostic.
Okay, OS agnostic. But you were saying that about 80% of these demos are being powered by Intel.
By Intel from a Windows-based and a Windows chipset.
Okay, so these Windows devices are the majority of the solutions that are out there in the marketplace are being powered by Intel.
That's right.
That's right. See, this is why we do this. We learn stuff.
That's right.
Okay. And so what is Intel's focus at this event, and why the invigorated investment? You were an attendee last year. You walked it. You said, there's something good, guys. We need to invest.
Mm-hmm. So the amp up in regards to the investment and why we are kind of showing up in force this year is to support the partner community.
Yeah.
The partners to us are our pathway into the marketplace, not only from the solutions and the technology perspective, but also from the innovation perspective. What I mean by that is we can deliver the greatest tool set, the greatest platforms, but it's really the partners that bring it to life with their capability and their continuity in what they're delivering on a product line.
Yeah, the reality is Intel is a foundation.
That's right.
Right, and you build on that foundation.
That's right.
You build on that foundation.
I love that you just used that word. One of the things that we really focus on here is the builder community within the Solution Providers Association. In this case, the Retail Solution Providers Association. So within that builders community, it can take a lot of different paths. You naturally have to have hardware, which we play a very big part in. But you have a lot of ISVs that are bringing the software stack and the software capability that will also enhance the total overarching product with the AI convergence.
AI convergence.
And AI is such a big, healthy part of any conversation that we're having here. A lot of it is new conversation because there's a lot of new players that are just coming in to the community and the environment, trying to understand
Right.
how do I bring forward an AI based solution. We're here to have those conversations. We're here to help with those
Yeah.
conversations, but there is a lot of knowledge and mastery that's already starting to happen on that,
Yeah.
already in the channel.
It feels like, and forget, I'm not going to say this is an arrogant statement, but it feels like AI is becoming table stakes. Without, unless we dig a layer deeper, AI with utility is not.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
There's a lot of speculation on this thing's going to do it, that thing's going to do it, but ROI still remains elusive.
ROI is still very elusive,
Yeah.
but I think it's the implementation piece that really has kind of, there's a little bit of a quagmire around the implementation piece. Everybody, you can walk this show, everybody will have a banner somewhere in their booth or on their assets collateral that will talk about AI.
Yep.
How are you implementing that
Yeah,
AI?
what does it mean?
That so when you double click down and you really start to drill down into things,
Right.
that's where rubber starts to meet the road with how it's being delivered. And then on top of that, not just how it's being delivered, but what problem for the market is it truly solving?
What's it solving?
And that's where Intel loves to come in and influence heavily in that whole the merit around finding the solution to solve
Right.
for that market problem.
So, with Intel, and forgive my ignorance here, but I think there's a similar analogy in the Microsoft world, right? Where you have a company that has a product that's going to market, and then their team, the SFFT team, will help
Yes.
solution with the people that are building on that platform.
That's right.
Are those the kind of support mechanisms and things that Intel has available? If they see somebody really doing something cool out there, going, "We want you to succeed. Let's have a talk." And there's things for you that we can do.
That's right. And that's what we call our builders community.
Builders community.
So we really have two paths to take in regards to our Edge AI builders community. One is a hardware systems play where you're building from the hardware component. So you're taking that chipset, it's
Yep.
an embedded system, and maybe you're building a point of sale device or a kiosk device,
Yeah.
and you're embedding that complete system that's driving that device. The other side of it is what we call our ISV or our application community. So that's where the software stack comes into play that is being partnered up and married to that piece of computer system. And from there, we then work with them to deliver a commercial solution blueprint to amplify that total solution into the market, highlighting and really streamlining the value proposition around
Yeah.
it, what market problems it's solving. And also, we really love seeing those Intel ingredients being amplified in those solutions as well.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's how you bet the smart money. You find somebody that's developing something, and you know it's going to be good by either by the pedigree or the solution they built. Intel's backing a horse that's going to win them the race.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
And so everybody wins in that model. Right.
And just by the virtue of so many of the partners here supporting Intel compute, Intel chipset from an embedded system,
Yeah.
it's very easy for me to walk down any given aisle and walk up to a partner and find a path to get to a commercial solution blueprint. So, you know, it's an easy conversation to have
Yeah.
when you've got a great product like what Intel is delivering, and when it's so needed and so relevant for the marketplace today too,
Yeah.
as AI workloads and use cases are becoming more and more required.
Thinking about where things are on compute and cost of compute and power consumption, things like that. I know that Intel's been working to make solutions that are going to be more affordable for operators, make it to where it's more a greener type approach to things. How's that coming along?
Very well. So we launched earlier this year Panther Lake. Wildcat Lake
Wow.
is.
I need an effect on that one. Yeah.
And then early next year, we're going to be launching a new product as well called Nova Lake. And so, from the perspective, it's really harnessing all that value that you just talked about:
Yeah.
performance, capability, manageability, which is a huge proponent that we're not hearing a lot
Yeah.
of right now. You know, it's one thing to have MDM or manageability to an endpoint, but one thing that the channel has really been suffering with for a long time is how do you release that and activate it into the channel to make it consumable in the channel? Meaning, how do you deliver a solution that can manage a kiosk per se,
Yeah.
as well as all the peripherals that are connected and hinged and hanging off of that kiosk? So the camera, the payment device, the scanner,
Yeah.
all those components to keep them healthy, keep them up and running. How many times, Mike, have you gone to the airport and you've seen a piece of paper over a screen of a kiosk that says out of order?
Plenty.
Lots,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And it's very,
yes.
very frustrating, especially when there's a line forming. So our big push and focus also, in addition to delivering the best of breed compute, is to deliver the components and the capability around manageability to keep those devices healthy, to keep not just the devices healthy, but all the peripherals that you can pull back insights off of that device and you can manage in a predictable way the life cycle of that device. So maybe there's something, maybe the card reader on your device is coming to its end of life. We can pull back those insights and data elements
Right.
and allow you to understand you've got X amount more 100 card swipes on this kiosk
Right.
before you're going to have to swap it out or before you're going to have to, somehow deliver a new card reader
Right.
or refresh, upgrade, whatever the case may be for your situation.
Well, yeah, an enterprise at scale, that means it's going to give you telemetry to budget needs for CapEx expense, right?
And isn't that so? That's so critical to any endpoint user
Yeah.
in today's age, especially in the economy that we're living in today.
Especially in hospitality, where 47% of restaurants did not turn a profit
Right.
last year.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what we see is the value that Intel is bringing to the market, to the forefront, is very relevant from the perspective that we listen to the market, we listen to our end users, and we listen to our partner channel. And we marry that capability coming back into what we have, but then also going and sourcing the solutions within our channel and building the components together. It very well could be that there's two partners that have gaps in their roadmap, their product roadmaps, that could benefit from partnering together. We will help facilitate that partnership.
Little dovetail, tongue and groove
That's right.
partnerships. I love it. It looks like people are leaving us here, so I think
know.
we'll probably have to wrap up. But for you and for your role and participation here at the show, if I was walking by and I hadn't had this conversation with you, I would go, "Oh, there's Intel over there. That's cool." When should people come walk up to you and say, "Hey, we need to talk"?
Across the board.
Yeah.
Regardless if I'm here at this show
Yeah.
or in a meeting, I will inherently always get this question.
Yeah.
Why is Intel here?
Yeah.
Intel. Everybody knows Intel.
Well, you're
what
like,
are you doing
like the
here?
really attractive person. You're almost intimidating because you're Intel.
Yeah,
Like I can't talk to them. It's Intel, right?
So I love that question because it allows us to give the validity and the answer and put the oxygen back in the room of the reason we're here. We're the wizard behind the curtain to every one of the partners that you're seeing show their solutions and their wares on the floor. We love being in that position because that means we're supporting our partners, what they're building, what they're curating to take into the market. So our position is really clear. We're not here to get in the middle of our partners and their end users. We like being in that supportive role, being back behind them, co-travel with them into the market and help co-sell with them. But Intel doesn't sell anything into the market, but we love to help influence and educate the market.
I love it. Well, your tagline seems as true now as it's always been, right? Powered by Intel.
Yes.
Your partners here are powered by Intel.
That's right.
The demos here are powered by Intel. Their go-to-market motion powered by Intel. When we go to the airport, it's powered by Intel.
That's right.
I love it.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. Well, Kathy, I'm sure you have a dinner to get to, and I think everybody has left us. We might get locked inside.
We might.
But I can think of a fate worse to be locked in a room with you. But for now, for those that are interested and say, hey, listen, I'd love to get me some Intel conversation going, what's the best way to engage with you?
LinkedIn, Kathy Crumley, or...
Is that a UMB or a UMLY?
CRUMLEY.
Oh, see, I would have got it wrong. I'm thinking crumble cookies. Sorry.
That's okay. I know.
Love it. Well, for now, this is Kathy Crumley and Michael Beck here at the end of the day of day 2 of the RSPA show, and just ending with a note of gratitude for all the people who've come by, and for Kathy taking my persistence when I kept stopping by. Go, is it time now? But the time was now, and it was great. And so I encourage you to reach out to Intel with any questions you might have. If you think that there might be a partnership opportunity, or you're starting to build something that could use that platform, or at least the support to be able to work with and build on top of that platform, sounds like it's a great opportunity to work with their builder network.
That's right.
Their solutions, what'd you call it, solution network? Or what's the other side?
It's our industry solution community.
Industry solution community. And then is it Intel.com, or what? Is there a special place to go to for you?
Intel.com. Nope, just Intel. And then find me on LinkedIn, Kathy Crumley.
Beautiful.
On LinkedIn.
Beautiful. Well, for now, it's Kathy and Beck signing off. We'll see you guys on the next one. And as always, my parting words is random act of kindness. Make sure you sprinkle that stuff everywhere. Just like Kathy spent time with me today. Her act of kindness made my day better, and you could probably do that for somebody else. So for now, we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a blessed day. Thanks for joining us for the special ChatGTM podcast field report from the RSPA RetailNOW Show. A special thanks to our partners at Esper for making this coverage possible. Learn more at esper.io, follow Esper on LinkedIn, or meet the team at the Prosper Forum on August 16th. And if you're an RSPA member, don't forget to cast your vote for Maddie.